fantasy draft for Madden 02 tournament. At this point in the stage, we're at round 17. A lot of people have already picked, or have been auto picked what some of the players they really want on their teams through 17 players or 16 players actually. But and everyone's like, all right, we're done now. So we are going to simulate the rest. So here we go. Best of luck. Wonder who Steve Burnline goes to. Odd man out. But here we go. All 47 rounds being simmed. Hopefully the Jaguars or the Niners or somebody gets a good roster here. Here we go. Two more rounds. One more. And here it is. For the Packers, we have, I'm going to go by position. Here's the players. Here's the running backs position for the Packers. The fullbacks. There's the wide receivers. Charles Johnson. Plaxico Burress. Interesting. Frank Wycheck Glover. All right. Back to the... So, yeah. All right. John Whitman. What's up, Wesley? Here's your team. We're going through the teams right now after we simulated the draft. All right, at tight ends, Frank Wycheck and Andrew Glover. At left tackle, Tony Jones is the starter. Left guard, Ray Brown is the starter. Center, Tom Nalen is the starter. Marco Rivera is the right guard starter. Right tackle, we got Kyle Turley. Now at left end, we have Michael Sinclair. Right end, we have Kimo Viol-Hoffen at left end, right end. That's okay, we got two left ends there. Defensive tackle, we got John Randall and Ellis Johnson. Left outside linebacker, we got Mo Lewis. Middle linebackers, we got Ted Johnson and Marcus Patton and Derek M. Smith. Derek Brooks Derek Brooks at right outside linebacker. Also, congratulations, RTG, for making it that far. Chris Claiborne will be a nice back. What's up, Cordelli Ambrose? I don't know what Vark Tech is, but thank you, RTG, for that. Corners, Wesley has Ahmed Plummer, Craig Newsom, Kareem Larrymore, Tom Knight, and RTG says I don't get bots. Mark Carrier, free safety, and Tony Parrish, strong safety. Gary Anderson is his kicker. Chris Gardocki is the punter. Wow. Gary Anderson. Looks like someone drew the short end of the stick for the kickers. All right. Now for the Patriots, a.k.a. Red Sox, going by position. Steve Ayer McNair, John Kitna backs him up, and Jeff Lewis. Corey Dillon at running back. Sammy Morris and Ron Dane. Mike Allstott at fullback. Tim Brown at wide receiver. Oronde Gadsden. Very solid catching. Sean Dawkins, Terrence Mathis, Herman Moore. Wow. He's got receivers with hands. Ben Coates at tight end. Ricky Dudley at tight end. Yeah. Oh well. Kickers don't really matter that much outside of kick power. So as long as they have good kick power, they're going to do good. Also, rip to the Patriots left guard. They don't have one. Wondering who they have at right guard. Marcus Stepnoski. There's 75. Oh, he's got. Okay, so Randy Thomas can play left guard or David Dixon. Earl Dotson at right tackle. Clarence Jones. Now, at left end, we have Sean Ellis, Tony Bryant, Lester Archambault, Patrick Kearney. And then right end, we have Lance Johnston. Tim Bowens at defensive tackle, Pat Williams, Brad Culpepper. Left outside linebacker, Jason Gilden, Shelton Quarles. Levon Kirkland and Jesse Tuggle at middle linebackers. Right outside linebackers, Warwick Holdman. Rondé Barber, James Hasty, Deshea Townsend, and Jeff Burris are his corners. Free safety, Kwame Lassiter and John Lynch. So they're pretty thin in secondary, not going to lie. So I don't think he's going to make it with just 4 corners and 2 safeties. Ugh. Probably should have maybe replaced one of those left ends or replaced one of these wide receivers. Oh, good Lord, he had more wide receivers. All right, Herman Moore, Darren Chiavarini, Marty Booker, E.G. Green. Jeez. Might as well put some of these wide receivers at corner now. But that is the Patriots roster, or safety, I meant. Here's the kicker, David Akers, and punter, Josh Miller. All right, on to the next team, the Rams. Kurt Warner is his quarterback, Cameron's quarterback. Jim Miller is the backup. Akili Smith is also the backup. Terrell Davis at running back. Sean Alexander. Oh my God. Kevin Falk. And then Fred Beasley. Ike Hilliard is his wide receiver. He's got a rookie Santana Moss with 94 speed. Reggie Wayne, a rookie Reggie Wayne. So he's got 2 rookies. Todd Pinkston. And that's it. Tight ends are Bubba Franks and Todd Heap. Richmond Webb is his left tackle. Flazell Adams, backup. And Harry Swain. Bruce Matthews, left guard, backed up by Rod Jones. Jeff Mitchell at center, backed up by Kevin Long. And Rich Tilsky at freaking right guard by himself. So Rod Jones might replace him. Depends on what the depth chart does. The depth chart is just whatever the game has it set at, by the way. So John Runyon, or maybe if you guys have want to set it yourselves, you can do that. But that's up to you. John Runyon at right tackle. And then Marcellus Wiley at left end. Right end, Joe Johnson, 84. And then Eric Flowers backs him up. Defensive tackle, we got Travis Hall, Chad Eaton, and Kennard Lang. Bill Romanowski at left outside linebacker. And Sean Barber at left outside. Brian Urlacher covering the middle at linebacker. And then Fred Strickland is his backup. Jameer Miller at right outside. Rob Fredrickson. And then Lee Woodall. Champ Bailey, Dwayne Starks are his 2 top corners. He's got a rookie, Jamar Fletcher, Tyrone Williams next up. Will Allen, another rookie. And Fred Smoot, another rookie. He's got 5 rookies via wide receiver and corner. Sean Wooden at free safety and Willie Clay at free safety. Yes, there is. Previously mentioned, the winner of this tournament will get a $50 gift card to their choice. So, $50. Kurt Scholes at strong safety. And kicker is Joe Nedney, and Scott Player is his punter. Alrighty, next team. Ravens. Rockets team. Doug Flutie, quarterback. Tim Couch is his backup. Jeff Blake is the 3rd string. 3 solid quarterbacks. Ricky Waters and Tyrone Wheatley are his running backs, which he's very thin on. And then Jim Kleinsaucer is his fullback. Wide receivers Torrey Holt, rookie David Terrell, Sean Jefferson, Donald Hayes, and Rydell Anthony. Kyle Brady and Christian Foria are his tight ends. Orlando Pace at left tackle. Steve Wisniewski at left guard. Tony Mayberry at center. Joe Panos at right guard. and James Williams at right tackle, backed up by Chris McIntosh and Todd Wade. Michael Strahan at left end and Ndukwe Kalu backing him up, as well as probably backing up Jason Taylor as well. Defensive tackles, we got Luther Ellis, DeMarco Farr, and Richard Seymour. Ooh, a rookie Richard Seymour. Dope. Left outside linebacker is Chad Brown, Niall Diggs, Glenn Cadres, Greg Beaker, middle linebacker, and Wally Rayner. Jamie Sharper at right outside, and Keith Brooking is his backup. At corners, which he's got quite a few, well, probably just enough. Troy Vincent, Todd Light, Denard Walker, Ray Crockett, Terrence Shaw, Chris Watson. Those are his corners. Anthony Dorsett and Sean Williams at free safety. And Rodney Harrison at strong safety. Yep, that's why I started this whole thing, because I wanted to do something that would be fun, and I included the prize. That way people might be interested in doing it, and that way maybe we can get together and stuff like that. Jason Hanson is his kicker, as well as Tom Tupa being his punter. Here's the Seahawks roster for Darkatark. Donovan McNabb at quarterback, backed up by Bubby Brister and Chris Wenke. Jamal Anderson, Charlie Garner at running back, and rookie Kevin Barlow. Bob Christian at fullback, Chris Carter at wide receiver, backed up by Jermaine Crowell, Tony Martin, Matthew Hatchett, Heinz Ward, a young Heinz Ward at that, Chris Chambers, a rookie Chris Chambers. Got some good receivers there, just not at the right times in their careers. Probably 2005 Heinz Ward would have been better, and maybe in 2004 or 5 Chris Chambers might have been better for that too. Both were better in those years. And then Ken Dilger and Pete Mitchell at tight end, Brad Hopkins and Wayne Gandy at left tackle, Doug Brzezinski at freaking left guard by himself, Dermonte Dawson and Casey Whiteman at center, Adam Timmerman and Lester Holmes, where Lester Holmes would probably take over for a backup left guard as well. Right tackle, Victor Riley. So Gandy will have to take over at right tackle as well for backups. Left end for him is Leon Lett, Brian Robinson, and Vaughn Booker. Greg Ellis at right end and Rayleigh Johnson at right end. Defensive tackles are Warren Sapp, Keith Hamilton, and Casey Hampton. Ooh, a rookie Casey Hampton. Left outside linebacker, Sam Cowart and Alan Aldridge. Middle linebacker, John Holacek, Ken Norton. Oh, God. Of course, Ken Norton goes to the Seahawks on defense. Terrible defensive coordinator. Anyways, Donnie Edwards at right outside linebacker. Here's his corners. Deion Primetime Sanders, Marcus Coleman, Nate Clements, Ashley Ambrose, Ike Charlton, Brock Marion at free safety, and Lathon Flowers at strong safety. Matt Stover goes to the Seahawks. Oof. And then Shane Leckler. Bruh. A young Shane Leckler at that. Man. Just makes you think of how old this game actually is. But that is the Seahawks roster. All right, just a second. Here's the Vikings roster, a.k.a. Black Space. Rich Gannon, backed up by Cordero Stewart and Ray Lucas. Marshall Faulk at running back and Almond Green at running back as well. And then J.J. Johnson. So we got a Packer and a Ram, both wearing Vikings uniforms. RTG, you know what to do. Richie Anderson at fullback. Peter Wark is his wide receiver. Joey Galloway. Oz Sahir Hakim. Is Corin Robinson. Tim Dwight. Eddie Kennison. Oh, no, he's got a lot of receivers. That means he's probably going to be lacking in the secondary department. Eddie Kennison, Robert Ferguson, Tony Horn. Wesley Walls and Steven Alexander at tight end. Left tackle Bob Whitfield. Matt O'Dwyer at left guard. Alan Faneca at left guard. Tim Ruddy, not Buddy. Dave Wallabaugh at center, both of them. Then we got Will Shields at right guard and Ryan Young at right tackle. Ooh, backed up by Ray Roberts, Waverly Jackson, and Trey Teague. Solid. Simeon Rice, Keith McKenzie, then Hugh at left end, and then Hugh Douglas at right end. Chris Hovan and Gary Walker and Gerard Warren at defensive tackle. Dwayne Rudd at left out. Middle linebacker Michael Barrow and Ronald McKinnon. And then you got Jesse Armstead and Derek Rogers. Samari Roll, Terrell Buckley, Alex Molden, and James Trapp. Yep. And then free safety Orlando Thomas and Sammy Knight and Marty Carter at strong safety. Kicker is Mike Vanderjack, and Toby Goen is his punter. All right, here it is. The Texans roster. At quarterback, none other than Trent Green, and Charlie Batch is his backup. Oh my God, you better hope. Oh, actually, I don't know if I have injuries on or not. Edgerrin James is his running back. Mike Anderson backup. Thomas Jones backup. Rob Conrad at fullback. Jimmy Smith at wide receiver. Charlie Batch in a Texans uniform. Oh, God. Jimmy Smith, Terry Glenn, and Joe Horn were his drafted wide receivers. Kevin Johnson, Derek Mays, Rod Gardner, Quincy Morgan, Jeremy Daniel, all his backups. Tony McGee and Cameron Cleland are his tight ends. Walter Jones at the left tackle, Steve Hutchinson at left guard, Frank Garcia at center, Leonard Davis at right guard, and Willie Anderson at right tackle. Kevin Carter at left end. Just Kevin Carter. Interesting. Hopefully there's two right ends. There are Javon Curse and Leonard Little. And then Trevor Price and Jim Flanagan at defensive tackle, which definitely is thin. So, got a whole hell of a lot of left outside linebackers. So, yeah, we got Kevin Hardy, Keith Mitchell, Brandon Short, Steve Foley. Middle linebacker Earl Holmes and Rob Morris. John Mobley right outside. So, these guys are going to have to play other positions. Chris McAllister, Antoine Winfield, Delta O'Neill, Eric Davis, and Otis Smith are his corners. Free safeties, Darrell Williams and Keon Carpenter. And then strong safety is Donovan Darius. Kicker being Orlando Mare and Dan Trzynski at punter. And that is the Texans roster. As we move on to the Bears. I was making sure it said Turney, and I was like, wait, what? For the Bears roster, we have Elvis Gerbach at quarterback, Damon Heward, and then Jim Harbaugh. Ricky Williams at running back, Tiki Barber, and running back 35, whose name I do not know. Fullback Sam Gash, Amani Toomer, Darnay Scott, Frank Sanders, Terrence Wilkins, Desmond Howard are his wide receivers. Tight ends Anthony Becht, Desmond Clark. All right, here it is. Two left tackles, Trey Thomas and Todd Stussy. Donald Willis at left guard. Center is Jeff Christie and Tom Ackerman. Daniel at right guard and Dave Fiore at right guard. And Leon Searcy at right tackle. Left end, we got Andre Wadsworth. And right end, which I'm assuming if they do it, they might put Marcus Jones over to the left end to start there. And they got Kavika Pittman and Dwayne Clemens. Defensive tackle, Bryant Young, Anthony McFarland, and Tony Siragusa. Left outside linebacker is Peter Boulware and Lou Bush. The hell are they naming their kids Lou? The makes no sense. All right. Ray Lewis, the best player on his team, obviously. Ray Lewis at middle linebacker. Brian Cox at backup. Teddy Bruschi at right outside linebacker. Nice. Aeneas Williams is his starting corner. Mike McKenzie, Kevin Irvin, Willie Williams, Danon Sidney, Rashard Anderson, all corners. Free safeties, Ron Rice and Ronnie Bradford. Leroy Butler and his strong safeties. Chris Brown and Chris Moore are his kicker and punter. Definitely two Chris's there. Both spelled different. All right, the Bills. Sam Madison. Never mind. I'll go start with the quarterback again. Brett Favre, Trent Dilfer, and Matt Hasselbeck are his quarterbacks. Oh boy. Eddie George, running back, and Orlando Scary, backup. William Henderson at fullback. All right, wide receivers: Eric Moulds, Wayne Schrebet, Bill Schroeder, Patrick Jeffers, Peerless Price, wide receivers. Tight ends: David LaFleur, Byron Chamberlain, Derek Dees at left tackle, Vaughn Parker backing him up, Randall McDaniel at left guard, Roman Fortin at center, and then Trey Johnson at right guard. Fred Miller at right tackle. Then Trace Armstrong, Ebenezer Ekubon at left end backup. Willie McGinnis, Lamar King, and Adelius Thomas at right ends. Defensive tackles: Sam Adams, Norman Hand, and Dana Stubblefield. No, you did not, Jacob. I haven't gotten to the Chiefs yet. I'm assuming that may be up next. So, yeah. But, yeah, these are his defensive tackles. Left outside linebacker, rookie Dan Morgan, William Thomas at left out, Bernardo Harris and Corey Whitmer at middle linebacker, and Mark Fields at right outside, as well as Raheem Abdullah. There we go. Corners: Sam Madison, Ray Buchanan, Terry Fair. Ooh, Terry Fair to the Bills. Dexter McLeon, Doug Evans, Thomas Smith. Free safeties: Keith Lyle and Jason Belser, Blaine Bishop, and Sam Shade. Sam Shade at strong safety. Kicker is Sebastian Janikowski, and Brad Maynard is his punter. Oh, Broncos. I forgot about the Broncos. But the Chiefs are the next one up. All right. Here are the Broncos roster. Brian Gracie at quarterback. Neil O'Donnell. All right, I'm done reading every name. You guys can read. I'm just going to scroll through it. And I'll only talk if I'm responding to the chat. Erect. Oh God, that's almost so close to being erect. Oh God, that's a terrible name. What are you guys thinking, Mom and Dad? Jesus Christ, erect. Wow. I know, right? Some of these names are just weird. All right, here's the Chiefs. Also note, I will start the tournament game 1 tomorrow, and I'll show you guys the tournament brackets today. After I go through some of the all the rosters. Oh, excuse me, my bad. Nice. All right, Dolphins. Hey, what's up, D'Angelo Johnson? I am just going through the rosters of the Madden 02 Fantasy Football Draft that we did pretty much all of. Well, I'd say not this last week, but the week before. About to start the tournament tomorrow. Alright, getting myself comfortable here. Gruda Doria. Alright, what a name. Oh, excuse me. Very minty. Oh. Good luck stopping Randy Moss and company. Here's the Falcons. 49ers roster. Here we go. Sorry, my eyes are dozing off here and there. God dang it. Why? I don't understand why. I don't know. Alright, the Jaguars roster. Brad Johnson, Michael Vick, Cade McNown. Sweet. Rookie Michael Bennett, nice. Lions roster now. Hey, Steve Berline went to the Lions. And Breeze. Just a second. But he got LT too. If this was 2008, that roster would be goated. Well, except for the quarterback, of course, because I'm assuming he might have retired by then. But it's a good thing he's got 2 left tackles. All right, that's it. That's all the rosters. Here we go. Yep, that's. I am just auto reordering rosters. Yes, I can. After a bit, I'm. All right. There's the Bills. I also And I also went through the rosters just a little bit ago with every single roster. So if you guys want a better look at your rosters, I would recommend rewinding this and checking back. So here is the tournament tree so far. It is Chiefs versus Packers tomorrow, and Ravens versus Bears tomorrow. There will be a loser's bracket as it is a double elimination, but it's Wesley versus Jacob Badger. I'm just going these two, and then these two, and then these two, and then these two. Or yeah, these two and then these two. So it's Wesley versus Jacob tomorrow, as well as Chase versus Rocket tomorrow. The next week I'll do Rams versus Seahawks and Jaguars versus Texans. Me and Mac against RTG and his Texans. Wow. And then it's Sen versus Blackspace right off the bat in round 1. Well, week 3. Just a second. Oh, it's not going to take that long, I promise. I'll do, see you, Lou, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Well, I'll do, okay, for the losers bracket included, let's just do all 4. We'll do 4 games. So this is the matchups we got. So it'll be Grantster versus Walk-Off, I believe, to start off. OC versus Rocket. I'm not doing it today. I'm going to do that all day tomorrow. Saving it for Saturdays, but oh, sorry. I guess I was distracted. That's really all I was going to do for this stream anyway. So show the rosters, then show the tournaments, or the tournament, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will start it tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Good luck.